Hello, you're welcome back. In this video, we're going to see how we can create a grid plot of the radiogenic 8th generation map. Similar to what we do in software, we can also do it in OIAS montage so that we can add some shapefile and other features on it. So we can able to correlate it with that of Curie depth and you have gradients and that of heat flow with that of the other ones, so that we're able to see them better. So let's open OIAS montage. So, okay, let's open OIAS montage, radiometrics. We have this, then go to grids, add grids. Remember the data we have is software, but remember we have to set the format to this, then open. When we open it, we can see this is what we have. Unknown, then we need to come to grid and image, utilities, reproject. Then we'll say this one is geographic. Okay. Then we have RHP, that long. Next. Then okay. Then finish. And this is what we have. Then we'll click on this to remove. Okay. Now if we click on this properties, we'll see the point are not enough for us to have better representation. What we're going to do, we first have to reproject it back to projected coordinate system. So this next geographic, the next, now we'll call it RHPXY. New XY. For this reason, you will know later the reason why I did it. Then come to projected 31, of course. Then finish. Now this is what we have. Now this, we don't need it. You can now, you can delete this one totally. Then we'll go to grid and image grading, regrade. Then we'll bring in that one, we'll take, and now we'll call it the RHP XY. New cell size, I'll bring it down to 30 to reduce it to 30, so we have enough data, and click OK. So now if we come here, properties, we see them, we have enough values, 1800, which is enough. Then this one, we don't need it, now we cannot delete it. Then we can reproject this back. Next into RHP lat long. Remember, we have deleted before, we'll not create it back. And geographic. Then finish. So now we can create a map with this. New map, scan grid, RHPLL. Then next, RHP. Then you click on scale. Then finish. Map tool, draw base map. Take it 5, the left is 2. Ethics, that is to east. RHP map, later we'll change it to ArcGIS. Finish. And click on this to expand. The map tools, grid image, single grid. Then RHPLL, there you put this 2. And click on this more shading tab, then calculate, then current. Then the title now is micro watt per meter cube. So if we like, we can add it there, or we can leave it. Once to, you can leave it here empty. Later we'll put them here in ArcGIS. Then this, you can put it down to 3 place of decimal. Locate, click next, click here, then click OK. So this is what we have. Then click on this, so you have now better clarity. Later we'll go to ArcGIS. We're going to put those values there. So this, you can see this is what we have. Then let's click on this RPH. Now we're going to push this one to database, utilities, save grid to database. We'll select this one, RHPXY. There we'll say RHP, so that we can able to correlate with that of magnetic. What we have here, we have Z column. So this is what we have. You can see the values and put it to 3 place of decimal. And go to our maps, RHP map we have, then map export. So we have to make sure that we open the ArcGIS. It's open. Then now here we don't need to come here, just come to ArcGIS MSD, save this, and click on these 3 dots, then go to this, then maps, so we have RHP, then this, then click OK. You can see the interval is 4.95 is 0.1. Interval is 0.1, 0.1, 0.1. Then close all, then no, yes, select all. Now we have this, you can minimize. Now we can go here. Remember the interval is 0.1. We are open, go to desktop, radiometrics, maps, RHP. Now it's there. Then this, click outside and press delete key. Click on this, delete, click on this, delete, click on this, delete, and click on this button, then type here, then press backspace, then type Radiogenic heat generation map. Press enter, double click on it. They can now change the symbol to 14, bold 8, this is applied. Then click on this. You see you can just off the coordinate from here. Then use this plus so that you can increase the size, drag it around and let it go. If this is okay, then click on this plus. Then you move it down a little bit. The interval is 0.1. Plot, then calculator, 0.1 degree. That's 0.1. You have to multiply with 60. See, that is 6. That is roughly 6. That is 6. 0.6. That'll give us 0.6. Now come here. Properties, right click and say properties, then go to grid, then put new grid, just put next up to finish, then click back on properties, then come here under labels, change this one to 12, lines do not show, interval, you click back this, click here, then change it to 6 to see whether it's many. Click apply. I'm sorry, not 0.6, 0.6 because it's 1 degree interval. So let's see whether to be okay to have it more. Let's move it. We see it's more. Okay, I think we need to change it to, sorry, it's not going to, it's supposed to be 6. I put this 6. This applied. Let's check. So, okay, like this. We can go with this. Then okay. Then click on this, bring it down. Click on it, use a shift, then use the down arrow to move it down. Put it back. Then bring those share file we created. You have to go back to this share files, store the area, select it, hold the control key, the hot spring, select it, then add. Then okay, just press OK. Then click on this button, click holo, then go to edit symbol. You can go to outline, you can choose this format and edit it and then save. Okay, but I've already created one. I've saved. I told you the other time, select this one format, or you can select this one and then this. So I've already saved it. Then okay, then okay, then okay. Then what I will do, I will drag it, bring it up. See it? Then click on this, then go to general, remove this and edit it and restore the area. Then this is the out spring, move it up. You see there was not show. Then click on this ball, come down to change the one I use. If I can change this one, increase the size. Maybe change the color to white. Okay, red. So let's change it to red. See, these are the points which are closer to those points we have. Then they'll click on this hot spring spot. I think this, we have this. Then click to insert. Then not arrow, click on this, then bring it down. Then come to insert legend. I've done this part of my other video course on aeromagnetic data analysis. All these things are there. So I can click on this, move it up a little bit so that we have a space. So that you have a little space like this. So when I click, they'll click on this. Then I'll select all, then I'll give it 10 because there's not enough space. So this, I have this. The next thing is to insert neat line so that I have a border around it. This is what we have. Move this one down. So we have this and the unit here. Let's click on this, put this one, put dot nothing, then you click inside it. Now we're going to text, about formatting text. See this, so this formatting text, that's how we can put subscript, annotation, superscript. So this is the way we can write it. Superscript, we can write this way. So we'll come here, then we'll write what first. Then we write meter sub. Then we'll put -3 / sub. Then this one we'll put 10 sub -6. I close this, then sub. So this is what we have. Then you select this one, say symbol to 12 bold. This then applied. Okay, now you can see it here. 10⁶ watt per meter cube. This is what we have. Then I click save. Then click file, export. Go to that AKT, radiometric, the images, RHP, OSM, OS montage. 500, I set that DPI as 500, so high resolution. So now if we open it, AKT, now we can now see a better result, more clearer. Other one, you can see it. Like this is what we have. So this is what we have. Now this is the direction you can able to take profile across these areas, investigate what is happening. You can see very close potentials. These are moderate values. So you can see we have done great work around this area. This is it map, this is how we produce it. You can see it, very interesting. Then now we go back to this as montage, this database, we need to export it. Then database export CSV, 3 dot, then go to radiometric data or under data. Now we see we have RHP data, ArcGIS. So now that we're going to use that for ArcGIS, then save. Then said no, select all channel from list, all lines. Then you click OK. Then now we'll push them further X, select this, we'll move this one, then Z, we'll move this one. Now we'll press OK. Now this is going to export them to CSV file. So this is going to use in the reclassification of ArcGIS. So now close all, then save. Then we have this file project and save. So if you go to the radiometric, come the data, we're able to see the data here. So 100 something megabyte, which is huge data. So it's open it, okay. You cannot edit it because it's too large. So we do a lot of grading here, you see them. So this is what we have. We're going to be using ArcGIS. So